Hey guys, Subliminal Bomb here.
And with his friend Masterpiece Shake.
Today we got a demolition on Highrise, and it is in the team tactical mode, which means it's 4 versus 4. And I'll be using the Tar Silenced with Akimbo M9s, Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. I thought this would be a good game to choose because we won objective wise, and I got a pretty good KD. I think it was 31 and 3 at the end. So I think you guys will enjoy this game. Matt, what have you been using lately?
Well, I've been mostly using the UMP 45 and the M9 with FMJ, and just running around Marathon Pro, Stopping Power Pro, Ninja Pro, and been doing awesome like always.
Yeah, I really like the M9 just because because you can really pull out those handguns quickly for when you run out of ammo. It's really useful. And also with the Akimbo, you could take guys out really easily. Also, I've been using the UAV care package Predator setup lately. What about you?
Um, I'm using UAV Predator and Harrier
Hmm.
because it's easy and it's awesome.
Why the Harrier?
Just because it's right after I get Predator missile, I always get like 7 kill streak right afterwards.
Yeah, that.
And I used emergency airdrop for a while, but then I realized that that's ridiculous because everyone tries to steal it and you just get killed right away.
Yeah, I agree.
Normally,
People always try to take those care packages. They're so greedy in this game. But lately, I've been
Uh,
using the 5.7.9s because like one leads to the other. It's easy to get to the 9 from the 5.
yeah, I've been playing kind of down lately. I don't know, I just haven't been doing too well because I've been just trying to get I've been trying to level up, so I've been trying to get achievements and stuff for my guns like the ACR and stuff and snipers. So I just want to get something easy.
Yeah, it's been hard for me to play lately with all these burst gunners and camping guys. But I've been managing. It's just I have to use this tar because it provides that extra range that I need.
Yeah, I've actually been doing pretty good with like bad games, burst guns and stuff. I played with one guy. He had a FAMAS with a heartbeat sensor, which was
Oh,
very gay.
that's gross.
Oh my god! And he had fall camo on it too, so he was like
Mm.
a super camper.
Super camper. That's a good word.
Yeah,
I'll
super
use
camper.
that one in the future. Oh, you see that delay right there? See, that's another thing about
Yeah,
this game that I noticed that the host is actually a really big advantage, and they'll be able to see you before you can see them, and that can prove to be pretty annoying, especially when they're on the enemy team.
I know. I agree completely. Terrible when you're not like I've never actually been the host,
Yeah.
so but I mean I hate when the host leaves though. That's the worst.
Oh yeah, and then it's got to do that whole connection resetting thing. At least they fixed that. It
Yeah,
used to end the game. That was horrible.
yeah. Especially when like you're right in front of a guy,
Yep.
or and he doesn't see you, and then the host leaves, and you just have to sit there for 10 seconds while the guy just looks at you and then usually kills you right away.
Oh, this clip right here is reminding me of something about how people never going for the objectives. I was actually able to pull this off quickly, but I've been noticing more and more lately that people in objective games are just going for kills, and I feel like the kill streaks in this game are causing that. People going for these big kill streaks for just more kills, and it's preventing them from actually going for the objectives and what the game is.
Yeah, I agree, and it takes away from the game a lot too, because then you just have all these guys running around, and then the objective never gets done until
Exactly. If you're trying to play something like capture the flag, you go over to their flag and literally like 5 out of 6 of them will be sitting there with claymores and their assault rifle set up, and you gotta either bring a whole team in there or just go back and defend yours, and that just completely ruins the point of playing it.
exactly, because then it just gets almost like defense, and then if you're one of those guys that if you're on a team and everyone's just going for kills, and then the other team realizes and just defuses the bomb or plants the bomb, then you lose.
Yeah, you got a short game. You're losing XP if you're trying to go for that. It's really just completely unfair to those kind of people who are actually going for the objectives.
And it's really annoying when like you're trying to maybe when you're trying to do the objective and then all these people just running around killing you, but they're not actually trying to do the objective. So the game just keeps going on. It only goes on for like 2 minutes if you're doing demolition like this game,
Yep.
and then so if someone doesn't plant the bomb, 2 minutes later the game's over and it's tied. And doesn't. No one wins or no one loses really for the most part.
I want to talk about kill streaks quickly and how unfair uh, they put some of them as. Like for example, the stealth bomber. Do you think that should be up there with the Pavlo at 9?
I really don't. I think it should be like maybe even 7,
I agree.
probably because sure you don't see it and it just unloads a bunch of bombs, but I mean the payload is just so much better because it stays there and gets 4 times as many kills, and you can only you're like the only time you do really good with a stealth bomber is if you have UAV, and if you're in a very open spot. I mean otherwise it's just almost useless.
Yeah. Also, I mean, people going for challenges is an obvious one, but I think that it would be more even if people in this game actually use stingers to shoot down that kind of air support. I mean, it goes
I don't,
along with things like the Predator and the Sentry. Most people will go for the Predator instead of calling that Sentry in. And what do you think about? Which one do you think's better between the two?
well, it again it really depends on what map you're doing because if you're doing like a wide open spot, maybe a predator would be better. But sentry guns are very good if you place them in the right spot, and you can get up to like 10 kills sometimes with them.
Yeah,
And predator you
definitely.
can get 5 at most. I mean, no one ever gets 5.
I think this is about the end of the video, so I just want to thank you for coming and commentating on this, and I want to thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Ricky, and I hope to play with you soon.